I never used to experience depression for the first maybe 30 to 35 years of my life. If someone would say I'm depressed, I would just think that you just get up and do stuff. What do you mean? Just do it. Stop whinging. But because I'd only ever experienced anxiety was something that was a massive issue for me. And then towards my early to mid 30s, I there was a few occasions where I ate something, some kind of food, and then for a couple of days after it, I was just in this deep, deep fog, and it was terrifying. It was this complete inability to connect with anything human, to connect with anything real, everything lost meaning, anything that I would any goals or dreams or hope or everything had just faded into this dark fog. And it was impossible for me to connect with anyone else. Any advice, any information became just useless. It didn't matter because there was no hope. There was no fundamental reason for anything. And if I found out that I had to feel that way for the rest of my life, I would easily just end things in a second. And that for me was it is terrifying because there's nothing anyone can do. There's nothing that anyone can say. There's no amount of effort or love or kindness or patience or words or encouragement or anything that helps in any way. And I do get this on and off. Um, Only recently having gone through one of the most difficult period of time. It was about a week, which is one of the longest I've had. And there really it really helped me in the end to do a couple of things that took my everything that I had to do, because as you know, your energy's gone, your will is gone. It just everything just seems pointless. But there was a couple of things that I wanted to share that kind of did seem to help. I do believe that most depression is a inflammatory reaction in the body, because foods for me seem to cause it, or food like things like probiotics. If I take too much or the wrong types, it completely puts me in that spin. And it just seems like an inflammatory reaction in the body and the mind. And that's in the brain. And that's what causes this sense of just being completely withdrawn. But ultimately, what I wanted to say to people out there, if you are experiencing it right now, or you do experience it a lot, the first thing is that I know how hard it is. I know that nothing, it feels like nothing will help, that nothing you can do will have any point, will have any benefit to you. And I know how isolating and lonely and just awful it is in every way. But I would like you to trust me just for a few minutes here and just try, even though you don't think it's going to help, or even though you may not know me, or even though you may not even feel like there's any point, just in some way use all your energy just to place a little bit of trust in what I'm saying and see how you go. So, the first thing that I'd like you to do is find someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. Not someone who you have had a falling out with, or an ex, or something that's going to be negative. Just someone you haven't spoken to in a while, and reach out to them. Don't mention anything about how you feel, or that anything is bad. Reach out to them and try your best to have a genuine interest in them, and say to them that, I'm sorry I haven't reached out in a while. You mean so much to me. I miss you. How are you? I'd like to hear from you. I hope you're okay. Just that. That's all you need to do. And then after you've done that, try to give all the energy you can possibly muster, and try to take some action towards trying to fix the depression. So it doesn't have to be much. It can be as simple as watching some YouTube videos, which you might be doing now, obviously, on how to fix depression, or altering your diet in some way, or fasting, or going to do some exercise, or talking to someone about it, reading a book about how to fix it, or what it's like. Just something with the intent towards trying to figure out what it is and how to fix it. Please reach out if you need to. Thanks, guys.